Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. Okay, we're here in Kakariko Village. Since it's nighttime, it seems like a good time to go ahead and do this since we're right here. What we can do is sort of climb up on here and use the hook shot that we just got. And we can check this roof over here. If we hook shot onto it, we can climb our way up and talk to this guy. You could have seen him here when you were a kid. He's pretty much been just sitting here gazing at Death Mountain, I suppose, for the last, like, 7 years. So that's a cool way to live, I suppose. Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. And we get pretty much a free piece of heart that way. And with that, we've completed another heart container, which will start us on the second row of hearts. That is some pretty cool stuff. We're more than halfway done with that, so that's always pretty cool. Alright, yeah. Now that it's nighttime, we can also pick up a Skulltula around here. Oh, come on. Basically, we're going to have to use the hookshot to get it as well. So if we come over here, we can climb up these stairs. If you would like to go around, that'd be cool. Alright, well, that works too. We get on this side, and this is Impa's house over here to our right. We can hookshot over to this roof. Then from this roof, we can hookshot over if we get a little closer. Okay, I guess we can't move like that. Up a little bit. There we go. And then we can get onto this roof, come around the back, and as you can see, there's a Skulltula hiding out back here. So that's kind of cool. I think this is a pretty neat place for a Skulltula. But yeah, as you can see, we can use the hookshot to both kill it and get the little token that it leaves behind, so that's pretty good. That really does it for Skulltulas in this place. There aren't any more than that, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, now we're actually going to get something interesting here. I need to make it daytime to do that, though, so let's do that real quick. And it's interesting, we're going to come back out of the windmill door. That's kind of neat, but either way, now that it's daytime, there's quite a bit more activity around. So, well, you can't really see it from here, but basically, oh, well, see, there's the blue guy in the coat that was in the market town before. Let's at least see what he has to say. I bothered to point him out, so... Alright, what's up, man? A long time ago, there was a man in this very village who had an eye they said could see the truth. Now, usually you have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. But this fella, no, they say he had a different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now. Ah, yeah, giving a little hint about things in the future. You can imagine we're definitely going to come back to that. But for now, let's talk to the Kuko lady over here. Remember, we helped her out as a kid. I bred a new type of miniature Kuko. I call it the Pocket Kuko. I don't get goosebumps from this baby. Kukos are very good at getting lazy, late risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? Oh, of course I have. It makes them very happy to crow, cuckoo, especially when it wakes up a very heavy sleeper. However, my Kuko is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling Kukos. Here, take this egg. After the Kuko hatches, bring it back to me after a while, and I'll check out its mood. What do you think? Will you try? Yeah, sure, let's do it. I don't know how she knows if this Kuko is happy or not, but maybe she's talking about a different one, I don't know. Either way, we got a pocket egg. A pocket Kuko will hatch from it overnight. Be sure to give it back when you're done, of course. I don't know why would we give it back when we're done? I mean, it's an egg, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, now we've got the pocket Kuko egg down here in our inventory. So basically, we just need to make it night, then make it day again, and let this thing hatch. So I'm going to do that really quick. A chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Something like that. Either way, we now have the Pocket Kuko. Looks pretty much like a regular Kuko, but we'll just take its word for it. So what we want to do with it is come over here and enter this house. I don't think we've been inside it as a kid either, so that's neat. So let's open it up and head on in, and when we do, we're going to see a familiar character as we head around the corner. Well, there's the dog lady first off. I guess she doesn't have her dog anymore. I guess it died. That's kind of sad, but look at him, the man with the beard. I think he was fired from his job at the ranch. He's always just lazing around, morning, noon, and night. He's an awfully carefree guy during such hard times. And of course, that guy is none other than Talon, the sleeping guy himself. Malon, doing alright? Sorry to make you worry. So I think this is just the thing to cheer this Kuko up. Let's do it. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hey, you said that 7 years ago, too. What's up, man? Did you say melon? Thanks. I'm going back to the ranch then. Yeehaw! So yeah, basically, if you've done the sort of Epona side quest or whatever, this guy will head back to the ranch after you wake him up. If you haven't, then I don't remember what he says, but basically, now that we've sort of sent him back to the ranch, that's going to open up the chance for something new later. I'm not going to bother doing that right now, but we will definitely be back there. We're not done there by a long shot, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so now that we've got the hook shot and everything, we're pretty much, we can go into the next dungeon if we want to. But first, of course, I'm going to get just a few other things before we do that. So we're going to head out of Kakariko Village, and I'm going to be going back into the market, so I think I'm just going to cut that trip out. Alright, so we're back in, quote-unquote, Hyrule Castle Town. It feels weird calling it that now, because it's not really much of a town, but this is still the market. And where we're going to actually go is back here towards the castle, because there's a Skulltula we can pick up with the hook shot. So let's check it out. We're going to get introduced to it by a neat little cutscene here. As you can see, whoa, that looks kind of crazy. Things have kind of been messed up around here. The castle looks all dark and ominous. And that's because this is now Ganon's castle. Awesome. So yeah, that's definitely where the big guy himself's going to be. But of course, we don't really have a way to get in there. As you can see, the bridge here is kind of gone. So it's just kind of floating in the middle there. So we're definitely going to have to come back to that quite a bit later. But for now, we want to head over here to this side. Remember, there was also a Great Fairies Fountain over there. As you can see, it's been blocked off by this big, giant black pillar there. So there's nothing we can do about that. But here's the Skulltula we're after. So let's go ahead and pick it up. There we are. Okay, what you got to say, Navi? I wonder what's going on in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria, too. Yep. So, basically, as Navi said, the forest is going to be our next destination. So, that can be quite a long trip, which means I'm definitely going to be cutting it out. Ooh, there's some bones over here. That looks kind of not real at all, but whatever. So yeah, we're going to be heading back to Kokiri Forest, which, like I said, it's going to be a long trip, so I'm just going to head on out of the market here. You can pretty much just ignore the Redeads, but if you want, you can kill them, because they do almost always drop magic. So, yeah, there you go, there's a refill. And here's an example of the Redeads kind of going over to the corpse. I briefly sort of found that out when we were in the grave in Kakariko Graveyard. So, but yeah, there you go, they all just kind of lumber towards it. It's really weird. But then he fades away, so they lose interest. I always just thought that was so weird. Like, literally everyone in the area does that. That's kind of creepy. But either way, I'll meet you guys once we get back to the forest. Alright, quick change of plans. I actually forgot to give the Pocket Cucco back to the lady here, so let's do it. Oh, your Cucco looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good Cucco keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable Cucco if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's Cucco. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother is gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? Well, of course I do. So yeah, this guy's pretty awesome. Unlike other Cuccos, Kojiro rarely crows, and he's also blue. They don't bother to point that out. Kojiro is just how I pronounce it. That's how I always have. I don't know the right way, or if there is a right way, but, you know, whatever, who cares. It's a blue Cucco. We're not going to be seeing him for too much longer either way, so... but he is pretty neat. I always liked that he was kind of blue, so that's pretty neat. But anyway, now, this time for real, I'm going to meet you back at the forest. Alright, so we're on the walkway, the entrance to Kokiri Forest. So let's do it! Yeah, this is Kokiri Forest. As you can see, things aren't exactly looking so great. It's kind of become infested with giant monsters here. Look at this thing. That's a huge Deku Baba. And there's also a new type of scrub around here. This is a Mad Scrub, I believe it's called. Same kind of thing, except you have to actually hit it with your sword to make it die. So yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, so actually I need to be here whenever it's nighttime, so I'm gonna have to do that real quick. I kind of forgot about that, but oh well, it's no big deal. There we go. Alright, so let's just skip that guy and this guy. And we're actually going to pick up a Skulltula here. If we come around the side and just pretty much ignore everybody. No, don't read the sign. we can see that there's actually a Skulltula up there on the roof of this house, so we can use the hook shot to get it. There we are. Alright, and now we can head over to check out the magic beam that we planted last time we were here. That was really close. And we can see it's also sprouted a leaf. As we ride it up, we're going to get a scenic view of... Wow, holy crap, what was that? That was really strange. I guess I got hit by one of the Octoroks things. I have no idea, but either way, as you can see, we're getting a nice scenic tour of Kokiri Forest. So it's kind of cool. But basically, there's just one place that it's going to eventually lead us to. This one's not really as important as all the rest because it just leads to rupees. But it is right over there. As you can see, there's kind of a whole pile of them. So we jump off, or just walk off and pick those up. So that's kind of helpful for rupees, I guess, if you want, but you don't really have to plant that one. So now that we have done that, we're going to head into the Lost Woods, of course, because that's really the only thing of interest to get here. So, alright, so let's just climb on up, hope we don't get hit. Alright. And we're going to check out the Lost Woods. Not a whole lot's changed in the Lost Woods, except for just a couple of things that we're going to be dealing with here. So, let's go ahead and get to it. Now, you notice whenever we walk in that we hear a Kuko crow. That's actually our Kuko. Well, he doesn't do it if you take him out, but it's kind of a big deal when he crows because, as you've heard, he pretty much never does. And we need to talk to this dude sitting over here. No response. He's sleeping. Well, wake up. Hey. So what we want to do is actually take out our Kuko. And when we do that... Kojiro, why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means, you must be a nice guy. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Alright, sure, why not? So we're gonna get an odd mushroom here, and this is actually, we're taking steps in the quest that will ultimately end up giving us the Big Goron sword. I'm not going to be doing all of it right now, but just kind of what's sort of convenient. We're going to be taking a few steps towards it, but as you can see, we need to take this back to the potion shop in Kakariko. We can use this that we planted to kind of get a little shortcut back, which is pretty awesome, and that'll help us out tremendously, but we need to get it there within 3 minutes, so that's kind of why I have Epona parked like this, so we can just make a quick getaway. So yeah, we're going to have to go all the way back up there. Basically, I don't know if this is doable without Epona or not. Maybe if you backed walk, you'd be able to. Because I end up with plenty of time left whenever I do it with Epona. So I imagine it would be doable, but the later steps of this side quest are not. So you really have to have Epona for those. So I also want to make it daytime before we head in, else the easy way to get into the old hag shop will be closed. So I'm going to stop Epona right here. And it's about to turn day, but let's just use the Sun Song to sort of speed it up. It shouldn't affect the timer, I wouldn't think. Nope. Alright, so now it's day and we can head on in. Basically, if you went in there when it's nighttime, you'd have a lot harder time getting to where we need to be going. So... Alright, now that we're here in Kakariko Village, we need to be heading on up these stairs. As you can see, we've still got a couple minutes and we're pretty much already here. So that's why I think this is probably doable without Epona. It seems like it would be. So we want to come on up and head through this potion shop here. This isn't the potion shop that we actually want to be going to. But if we head through, we can actually kind of go out the side door here. And that'll take us to this back area. Remember, we had to go back here to get all of the Kukos before. So, the potion shop we want to go to is actually this door right here, so let's head on in. And there's the old hag. That bum, he had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. Well, geez, alright, demanding. Whoa, the lights went out. Phew, alright, they're back. She's also kind of like petting a white tiger there, that's kind of neat. If you see that fool, give this to him. It's the strongest medicine I've ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. Well, alright. So we received an odd potion. You don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true. Okay, whatever you say, lady. I'm not about to get in between you two here. Alright, so yeah, now we have the odd medicine, odd potion, whatever it's called. I don't know, what is it called? I have to see. I think it's potion. Yeah, odd potion. So we're going to have to take it back to that guy. We don't have to go back this way. We're going to have to take it back to that guy in the Lost Woods. So thankfully there's no time limit on it, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the part right here, actually. In the next part, we are going to head back into the Lost Woods and give the guy this odd potion and sort of continue along that little string of side questing. So we're going to make some pretty decent progress into that, and then we are going to advance further. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.